Hi and welcome back, explorers. Last time we found out one of the protests that were planned by the Thought, and then we filled out the profile of Juliet Kerrigan and Harrison O'Donnell and got some pictures and some birthday information and some work-related information and so on. And lastly we found the phone number for Juliet so we could track her phone, and we also have the email address for Harrison so we can track his emails. So now we have this site left to look at, or we can read some emails or listen to some phone calls. So let's do that. Let's see here. Let's take the phone call first, perhaps. Welcome to Rosentech. This is PR assistant Juliet Carrington speaking. How may I be of sir? Hello, Kerrigan. This is Esther. You sound so official at work. Oh, hi, Mom. Is it important? You know I can't take personal calls while I'm at work. I just wanted to check in, make sure you are home for dinner tonight. Actually, I'm heading out with some friends from work for some Bounton clubbing. Honey, please don't. The news they said on the news they said it would be advisable to avoid public places. They expect another bombing. Mom, I get that you're worried, but I can't sit at home every night of the week. That's actually those terrorists want us to do. Avoid public life. We can't give up our freedom like that. Honey, please, won't you have much freedom left if you are dead? Mom, I won't die. How can you be so sure about that? I just can't just as easily be hit by a car on the way home to our lovely dinner. Don't say that. Just think. This is ridiculous. This ridiculous group has gotten you into nothing but trouble. What were they called? Alright, yeez, Mom. I'm gonna think about it, okay? Mom, I'm sorry, but I really have to go now if I don't want Victor Rosen to personally fire me. I have to go. Sorry, love you, bye. Okay, then the connection ended. And she got another call from Harrison. You got O'Donnell. Harrison, it's me. Well, look who it is. I knew this moment would come one day, but you caught me by surprise. Harrison. Shh, Juliet. Ever since we first made out in that clear night on the Stelligan Greenfield, I knew it was destiny. I know you never really meant to. Will you please spare me the Joveline bullshit? Haha, I didn't believe it at first, but it's really you. To what do I owe the pleasure of your beautiful voice? You miss me, right? So this is why you did it? To make me call you back again? Heck, what are you talking about? Oh, come on, don't play dumb, great administrator. I'm talking about the Thought page you so seriously volunteered to maintain. What? Give me a sec. What the fuck is this shit? You're messing around with me, Jules? Are you seriously trying to say this wasn't your doing? Why would I fucking wanna disgrace Thought? Maybe because the same reason you bailed out of Thought all of a sudden? Thought didn't do shit anymore since Abe disappeared. but turning it around that way made a damn fine excuse for you to bail out of the two of us, huh? Maybe because you disgraced Thought before by hiding all of the articles on the Thought blog except Cassandra's. Abe archived the first ones because he didn't even want us to know. None of us could have ever accessed them. I merely did the same with the rest because that would also be Abe's interest, and Cass wanted to show her article around. Oh please, I know you deleted all the rebellious posts to secure your cozy job writing that ridiculous opinion column for the TMB. You know, it's funny you dare speaking of disgrace when Rosen is the government's personal bitch. Case you didn't know, almost makes you the same in my book. So you really don't know anything about the hack then? I don't have a freaking clue. Can you revert the changes? You bet. I'll even hunt down the son of a bitch Just revert it, okay? I don't care who did it. I just can't stand our memories being toyed around with. Okay, I will be done in no time, ma'am. Never could say no to you. If only. Anyway, thank you. Okay. So, do we know his job? No. So I guess that this could be interesting to know that he works for TMB. Hey, I read this one quite regularly. Wasn't it all aware of this guy? The TMB probably didn't know either. Okay. You bailed Thought all of a sudden. You bailed on the two of us. Ended a relationship with Harris O'Donnell. Former. No longer a member of Thought. Disappeared to cause Thought to become inactive. First articles, Thought blog from other members and the public. Hid articles on Thought's blog. Yeah, I think that's a bit suspicious that he hid or archived them even to the members. This gets more confusing by the minute. Why do you hide something on a group blog from its own members? A hidden agenda, perhaps? Yeah, that's what I thought. And I don't know if... Maybe we should put some more on it. Abraham Goldfriend disappeared, causing the group to be inactive. They are no longer active? Well, it seems to me like someone still is. Yep. They are probably. So now we have emails. Order confirmation invoice. Hello, Mr. O'Donnell. Thank you for shopping at Semira Miss Flowers, hereby confirming your order of the following products: a bouquet of lovely with the tag to Angela. A total already been subtracted from your bank account. Okay. Delivery is ready to be picked up from the Semaris Flower Store, Bonton City, this afternoon. Have a very nice florid day. Okay, well, his bank account was revealed, so let's pick that up. Could be good to have. I don't know why. Angela, Harrison O'Donnell sent flowers. Who is Angela then? Could get that as well. Yet another woman in his life? I don't know. I see you. Knock knock, Harrison. It seems I caught your pants down on that little page of ours. Confused? Why, that's fine. I don't know me, and I like to keep it that way. But I know a lot about you, media punk. If you knew what I know, what you know about what is this little group of yours did. Oh my god, this English is really hard to read. You would find it just as hard to ignore that those bombs might just carry your name tag. Get what I'm talking about, right? So the rigorous righteous hacker initiate will expose all the information I got on you. Might interest the cops, won't it? I have no love for the government, but I will do what I must. So give me one good reason not to do it, and I might consider. Okay, so he got oh great, now there's a hacker involved in all of this because the situation wasn't bad enough as it is. I wonder what this is about. Good question. And he answered, "Hey, wise ass. This is the most pathetic blackmail attempt I've ever read in a long time. You want a damn good reason not to call the cops? I can give you 3. You hacked my site, i.e. my web server. Last time I checked, this was highly illegal. Something about glass houses and stones, you know? I don't get what you want to have found out about me. True, our protests didn't go as planned, but since you claim to know so much about me, you should know that this was hardly my fault. What I wanted is in my blog. Not a word about fucking bombing people, not only grabbing attention. Bet you never even found that, huh? Where are your mad skills, hacker boy? I'll throw you a breadcrumb so you don't get too miserable, my Nick. 3. I'm the wrong person to mess around with. Leave my page alone. Roll it back, and then I don't dare touch, don't dare touch it again. I will get you, promise. Okay, so he has a blog. That could be good to read later. So now we have read all the emails. So let's go back here. We have the wall of text. We have Juliet's timeline. We have the bank information. More on that, and we have all these corrupt pages at the thought. Now that we know what's been going on there, I might click on to a few of these. What the actual? The moment you opened that doc, malicious code injection was detected in Orwell. We had 47 attack warnings and still counting. What the hell is on that site? Good question. We have anything here that we can pick up? Nope. More than some good tunes. Let's see. Let's see what the National Beholder says. National opinion shut the Persian's border by Harrison O'Donnell. This time the National Opinion column, Harrison O'Donnell argues why the border to Parjes needs to be closed. I'll go and spill the beans right away. Shut the border between us and the Parjes. Now, will you please? Can't anyone see what's happening there? I mean, are you blind? Take a look at Trilith, for instance. The situation there seems to be escalating yet again. 2008 much, and just like then, the nation will let itself get dragged into the conflict. Just like then, the Parjesians will take the nation not as a friend who does the best to de-escalate the situation, but as an opponent who invades and seeks cooperation through force. History keeps repeating itself. That's certainly nothing new. Safety of the citizens is of utmost importance. That has been the party's premise ever since 2009, and ever since it has been working like a charm. Until now, that is, as someone self-proclaimed benefactors in the opposition claim that borders aren't meant to be open to possible refugees. If I didn't know how we suffered already 9 years back, I would agree without a doubt. I would talk out there and welcome them personally with arms wide open. But I do remember perfectly well. Thought my name isn't Nostradamus. Let me foretell something. We will see a rise in acts of terrorism in the very close future. Who knows, maybe next week a bomb will go off in the middle of Fairview or Bonton. Don't you pretend not to have been warned when it happens. Okay, so he had knowledge about the bombing. April. It's earlier than the actual bombings. That's not good for you, man. Yes, I read the article. That was strange indeed. And with the bombings now. Yeah. So, let's see what we have on the bank. Welcome to Donald's bank statements. People's Drugs and Pharma Bonton. Life Trust Health Insurance. And the National Beholder Publishing Inc. payment. Okay. People's Drugs and Pharma. Okay, so he buys a lot of drugs. He gets his salary. Received a large payment from. Okay, but that could be salary. Owns 2 health insurances. That could be. It's very frequent customer in Bonton drugstore. Well, this could be reasonable, I think. It's no huge amounts, so that's not much of it. But having 2 insurances, life insurances, that's a bit weird. A guy his age planning on doing something dangerous, perhaps? So let's look at Juliet's timeline. Have it changed? Yes, it has. When I learned about Stelligan this morning and that 2 people were killed, I felt devastated because I felt responsible. I have spent 5 years of my life at this university. I even organized peaceful protests at the Stelligan campus. Nice, we got another one. It has been a center of my life for a while, and to see terrorists prevent this place from being their foul reasons to strike, their foul reasons strikes my heart. I feel truly, truly sorry for anyone concerned. Okay. Freedom Plaza, Stelligan. Very well, it is a pattern, exactly as we suspected, but we still have no idea about the 3rd location. Well, we haven't done all the things yet. You need to be diligent now. Lives might hang in the balance. The worst case, that we cannot determine the location on time. Well, I might have to conduct an interrogation with Miss Watergate. I want to avoid it, though. She's behaving pretty defiantly, I've been told. Looking at what you've found so far, I think I might have enough information to put some pressure on her. Okay. Here we have all those back. And we have some more. Security warning, unrecognized access to account. Dear old Mr. O'Donnell, your FDBN online banking account was just being used from an unrecognized device. Unrecognized operating system, unrecognized browser, unrecognized location. Don't recognize this activity? Review your recently used devices at FDBN online banking now. Okay, and he sent another. Knock knock, Harrison. The thoughts are free once again. We're not done yet, you and me. But first on, I must turn to another. But first on, I must turn to another. Okay. So let's look at this blog. The wall of text. Hancock's writing on the wall. Hell yeah! It's happening. After years of my plan is finally taking shape. It even has a name. Thought. Finally, a counterpart to the radical regime of totalitarian surveillance. And I am glad to have a capable companion in this. One who came up with the best idea for demo ever. Not going to tell you, it's a surprise. I can only urge you to join us at the aim and unleash its pitiful, pathetic, wannabe democracy of the country from its shackles. For freedom is not free in a place where every move is observed and analyzed. Help us to make freedom free again. Run around naked, eat chocolate pudding from a diaper, insult your mom and on timelines. It's mind-boggling how everything, no matter how mundane, will generate attention these days. as long as it's not normal, a construct of society that doesn't make sense, by the way, and there's a camera around, you can be sure we will hear about it. The ever-present cameras are one reason this site exists at any rate. Everyone loves the sound of click tsunamis in the morning. Already I got a nice plan of my own. As soon as I get myself a handful of like-minded people, we're going to occupy that freaking elitist university Stelligan, that's for sure. I bet we could scare those cardigan wearing conformists a great deal just by showing our ugly faces. Oh, I'd love to see them running. I've grown really fond of the idea to start a band. Maybe I call them Enemy of the State or The Most Wanted. Wanteds. Music is an excellent way to add the spice of emotion needed in order to make an important message stick in your mind. And hell, I'm ready to be a rock star. I already live in a trailer anyway, so it might as well go for the full gutter punk life. Okay, so that could be something that you want on his resume. So what I like anymore? Oh, come on, can you please get more stereotypically antisocial? What I like anymore? Enemy of the State or The Most Wanted, or maybe something else. Anyone willing to join? After all, I can't do it myself. I mean, I could, but solo rock stars are even lamer than Dime Fort. If there is any hope left for the country, it lays in its people. It is a resemblance by every freely thinking mind, every individual of its fucked up place that's willing to switch on their brains. Safety is a lie, nothing but a buzzword used to cause fear and take control from you. If you don't get that, you might as well turn into a remote control zombie and say bye-bye to free will. Thing is, people love staying blind as long as they have illusions of safety. So what I need now is a way to get this truth in everyone's head. And then we have no fucking no. The perfect safety of individuals is our ultimate goal. We have stated so before our election in 2009, and we will stay true to our promise to be able to provide this. We will again greatly increase the surveillance measures in the months and years to come. There is already a new concept in the works at the moment that continues to stretch our current technology, pushing our safety initiatives to an entirely new level. These words came from the glorious Majesty herself, Miss Catherine Delacroix, Lady Security, this very morning. I cannot even find the words for how mind-bogglingly stupid this government plan is. Let's turn our brains for a second and think. What do people value most these days? Freedom, of course. The freedom to say stupid things on the internet. The freedom to choose between a trillion cell phone brands. The freedom to walk around with the most ugly haircut ever sculpted. If safety is what everyone is longing for so much, go lock yourself into a barn, because taking risks is part of living your life, you idiots. I'm telling you, the next step that the government will take will be to stop citizens from doing things before the thought has ever popped up in their minds. Minority Report, anyone. Thus, there will be no more freedom to choose, no freedom whatsoever. This is dangerous pitfall. Seriously. Okay. So we can go back to the bank if we like. I don't know if we want that to go. We have already looked there. So let's see if we can see anything new here. Overview. We have the old. Do we have any new? Nope. No new comments there. Freedom is still free. No comments on that. Godfells. No new information there. Casarthis. No new information there. Thoughts and direction. No, nothing new there. So, gigs. Hancock decided to quit the band. Don't know if that's interesting, but I guess that's the only... No? They had another. Okay, so this was only the image that we wanted. Wall of text, so what's... You think the government plan is stupid? Anything else would have come as a surprise. Yes, it would have. So, but why? Leave a message. Somebody has left a message. The government is scanning all the websites for potential threats. They make people disappear. That's spread rebellious ideas. It's vital that people like you show the courage and write about this truth. A heartfelt thank you. I know they're fucked up, but you, man, should put on your tinfoil hat. I really like what you're doing here. I can relate to your being fed up with the government so much. We must act now. Want to meet sometime, Hancock. On some occasions I deeply question the purpose of this message page. This is one of them. Dear Hancock, by pure coincidence I stumbled upon your website. Frankly, I think your attitudes to get other people to think alike left quite an impression on me. I'm looking for people willing to join the debate club called The Thought, and I think your presence could really liven up the discussions. Dear Godfells, I don't know where you got that weird impression. I know I would be willing to join some debate club. I'm already debating here all day on my own. This country needs change, freaking action. If you have this to offer that as well, drop me a PN here. Don't spam. Thanks a lot. I like the idea that you wanted to start a band. What about the name Targets? The Targets sound kinda lame to me, Mariah, but thanks anyway. I might consider that. Your article sucks, lol. You should go and write poetry instead. While he was staring at the flashing monitor in the dark, all alone in the room that he was allowed to inhabit by his parents' mercy, and only dressed in his dotted shorts that his mum had disposed this morning. He finished the words, Your articles suck, with a strike of the enter key, and in that moment he was content, for he never had written anything more intelligent or relevant in his entire life. By the way, your grammar sucks. Okay, so he got grabbed from his blog. Now wrong profile. Okay, so Godfeld sent him a message, so it should go to Godfeld's profile. I feel a little confused now. Is this Thoughts a blog, an activist group, or a debate club? Perhaps all three? Maybe. Topic: Debate Club Invitation. Godfells. Dear readers, I would kindly like to invite those who are interested to our newly founded debate club. So that was in June of 2015. The Thought. Our primary discussion will revolve around how people can best be made aware of the topic in the age of information overflow. First, we will brainstorm and discuss various opinions. Then, dependent on participation and interest of attendees, we will perform practical exercises and test sessions for empirical research. The Thought meetings are scheduled to take place every Thursday night, 7 p.m. sharp. Meetings will take place at Café Chestnut, Complex D, on Stellingen campus. No registration is needed, just come by. You can visit our blog online. Okay, so that we have already done. We are looking forward to meeting you and discuss a topic that is permanent to our life, our current lives. Debate club? Question mark. Ain't nobody got time for that. I find the time after work I might come around. I'm a general law student in my 9th semester. Can I claim my credit points for participating? A minor update. We will have a handful guests joining us from our meetings. Hancock has been terrorizing ways of political engagement in his independent blog Hancock's Writing Wall for several years now, and is sure to enrich our debate sessions. Sadly, this is officially accredited. Debbie R. Sadly, this is not an officially accredited event. I'm sorry. I'm not a student, only here for self-involvement, but the topic really piqued my interest, and am I able to join? My name is Nina, by the way. And then we have Hancock answering concerned. Let's be honest with each other, shall we? The first few sessions were not exactly full, aka fucking empty, so yeah, last thing Abe and me are going to do is give up hope. So we would be glad if you dropped by next Thursday. It doesn't matter who you are, we don't care whether or not you are a Stellingen. I'm not just a guy with ideas who maybe is lucky enough to realize some of them soon. So Nina, you will be very welcome to Thought. Okay, so we have a new member here. Where could we put that? In Harrison's profile. Interesting. A new member. Nina! So there's another member that we haven't heard of yet. Yep. I will request clearance to make her a target. We got green light. Okay. So now we have a Nina that we need to find information about. Well, I've been at this for a while now, so I think it's time to take a break. If you like this video, give it a like, share it with your friends, subscribe for more videos like this one, leave a nice comment, and I really hope to see you in the next one.